the world needs in order to regain a sense of security is an end to Soviet obstruction and aggression.
60 years ago, the United States was rebounding from World War II and in a massive military drawdown of people and equipment. Post-war Germany was sectioned into 4 quadrants due to the multinational occupation and rebuilding efforts of the country. One ally, the Soviet Union, was not agreeing with the other Western allies' plan of an independent democratic West Germany. With opposing visions to restore Germany, realign Europe, Berlin became the focal point. Tightening control and access of Berlin, the Soviets began interfering sporadically with railroad and roadway traffic into the city. This left Western allies no guarantee of land access to Berlin. What the allies did have were 3 20-mile-wide air corridors connecting Berlin to occupied western sectors of Germany. On June 24, 1948, the Soviets cut off electricity, announcing the end of supplying food to Berlin's western sectors, and blockaded all land routes into Berlin. The United States and its allies were now forced to become a lifeline to 2.5 million Berliners with the dramatic and impossible task that became known as the Berlin Airlift. 2 days later, on June 26th, a less than 1-year-old United States Air Force began the full-scale airlift that was expected to last only a couple of weeks. Day 1 of the airlift involved 80 tons of supplies. At the time, there were only 102 C-47s and 2 C-54 transports available to Americans in the European theater. At the height of Operation Vittles, Allies were landing in Berlin every 3 minutes. Timing was extremely crucial. If a pilot missed the scheduled landing, they had to go back and start again. You only had 1 shot at landing. Air Force leadership established a pattern of one-way operations, 2 corridors going in and 1 going out. Aircraft flew at as many as 5 different altitudes separated by 15-minute intervals. The objective was to keep 65% of the aircraft airborne each day. This was crucial to ensure delivering over 5,000 tons of supplies to more than 2 million people. Allied airmen set the record of delivering 13,000 tons of cargo on April 17, 1948, a date famously known as the Easter Parade. In addition to transporting the daily food and medical supplies, Berliners received an equivalent of 600 railroad cars of coal from Allied aircraft. During the 15 months of the airlift, Allies flew in more than 2.3 million tons of cargo. Roughly 75% was flown by American aircraft. Our crews took off more than 189,000 times, totaling more than 600,000 hours of flight time, and flew more than 92 million miles. The Operation Vittles airlift record stood until Operation Desert Shield in 1990. On this 60th anniversary of the Berlin Airlift, the Air Force Association honors the dedication and sacrifices made by all who took part in this valiant effort. 31 Americans lost their lives in 12 crashes during the dramatic 15-month siege. The stories of those who took part in Operation Vittles are varied, but all shared one resonating sense of purpose. They all knew they were doing something important, something that was right. It was simple. For 15 months, they were the lifeline called to help feed Berlin's 2 million-plus residents, cut off from the free world, but boldly saved by the bravery, perseverance, and skill of thousands of crew members, maintenance personnel, and air traffic controllers who were all supported by their families at home.